Hey guys, it's a grand celebration today, the Overtime Sports Show, the most interactive sports show. We thank you guys for joining us on this Friday. As you see, we're honoring H-Town today. He's like a legend in the city, and he was honored, field named after him today. H-Town's own Carl Crawford is going to join us on the show. But first, I got to thank my boy Brando for stepping in tonight to the Overtime Sports Show. He is a LeBron fan. And, I got to give it to him. What's up, Brando? Yeah, I gotta start it off. I gotta come in at you. We gotta talk about that tonight because it's the perfect storm, and I know you're in a 30-day mourning period, and we get it. We're gonna let you mourn and get back to yourself.
AV, we ain't used to getting knocked out first round. If you're a LeBron fan, we ain't used to this. So this is a new feeling. We get ready for Space Jam now. We moved on from Suns to the Monstars. We're gonna go ahead and get that done.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing you guys on the sideline. A lot of NBA talk tonight. We've got a little Manziel talk tonight. He made some money in college, and we're going to show you why his penmanship was a blessing to his life. But we want you to like, share, and comment. The Overtime Sports Show is an interactive sports show, so we need you to comment tonight on the variety of topics that we're going to hit on. We got some coaches retiring. We got one of our local athletes who's a sports announcer. He got kicked off of his job, so it's a lot on the plate tonight. But I want to welcome once again the perfect storm, Jeff Davis, high school graduate. I think Ebony Worthy, we probably beat them a lot of times back in the day, but I'm going to leave that alone. He was a three-sport athlete, one of the fastest players in H-Town in the late 90s, and he's here with us today. He's got a field named after him now, and he played in major leagues with the Dodgers, the Red Sox, and Tampa Bay. Let's welcome to the Overtime Sports Show the one and only 1501, Mr. Carl Crawford.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, my brother?
What's going on, fellas?
Man, appreciate you joining us tonight. Congratulations. Let's say that first of all. You have a field at your high school named after you.
Thank God. I mean, it's great. They honor me. I played some hard, tough years on that field. I got scouted on that field, so it was only right that they named it after me after having the type of career that I had.
Yeah, and I don't want you to skip over that. Talk about the career that you had because everybody that knew the name Carl Crawford back in the 90s knew that you didn't just play football, you didn't just play baseball. You were an athlete in every sport.
Yeah, I played three sports: football, basketball, and baseball at Jeff Davis High School pretty much my whole life. And I just loved playing sports. I wanted to be the best in every sport. I thought I was going to actually play pro in every sport when I was young.
Yeah.
But I ended up choosing baseball. I got drafted out of high school, right out of Jeff Davis, went to pros and got to the big leagues real fast and ended up having a stellar career. So, like I said, I came back home and Jeff Davis, they had a good team this year, so I was able to hang out with those guys for a little bit and just catch up and just see my old neighborhood and, witness the field that I had turned out to.
Yeah, man, I know you're the pride of Fifth Ward, and so you grew up in the nickel, and success, was something that you always had a part of. But just talk about, I know when I was at Ebony Worthy Senior High School, baseball for us was something that almost was kind of like a pastime. It's like most guys focus on football and basketball, but you were able to take your baseball career to another level. And just talk about some of the people who were important to help you get to that level.
In baseball, definitely, my phone keeps calling. I'm trying to put the thing.
Yeah, businessman. That's what he is.
Yeah. It worked. 1501 is business, baby.
I'm trying to stop, but they keep calling. But man, I had some influential uncles. It started out with my uncles who put me into sports as a kid. I came across one of my coaches. I don't know if you know the player, Michael Bourne. He played.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They working him tonight, Brando. They working him tonight.
Look, that's my front gate.
Look, he just got the money. He got odds up and gold this week, so I understand.
I get it, baby. I love it. And it paused you again, so yeah. They
what happens when you do things live, baby.
Yeah, and I love it. Appreciate you checking in with us. Yeah, G-Man is doing his thing today with Hennessy, so he's scheduled to pop in on us at any minute. But Brando and AV are here with you today. And Carl, I'm not sure if you can hear us. I know when you get them calls at the gate, man, it'll shut down everything you're doing. Carrie, how you doing? Appreciate you checking in with us today. Yeah. So,
hey, Con, what's good?
Appreciate the love.
So
I know.
We'll
Julia say put it on do not disturb. Yeah. But yeah, man, you think about it like, in the 90s, people were celebrating Vincent Young, but at the same time, Carl was one of the most celebrated players here in the city of Houston, especially in HISD, man. He was definitely going to making an impact in the city, and to be able to play 3 sports, that was just something that was just a sight to see for him. So I'm real glad that he, being the perfect storm, named the perfect storm, was able to go back to his high school and just, have a field named after him and be celebrated, seeing the impact that he made, not only in the baseball field, but of course, now with his music career, being the owner and proprietor of 1501 and seeing the success that he's had with that.
Right. But I think the great thing about Carl as a baseball player was how he translated speed on a baseball. Yeah. You could not catch that boy at all. Whether it be with the Rays, the Red Sox. I mean, as he came to the Dodgers, he wasn't necessarily stealing bases so much, but he was contributing. Like, I think the best thing about Carl in the playoffs, like, he was always clutch. He always came up. Like, even though he never won a World Series, he was always somebody. If you had him at bat, don't throw him nothing easy. Don't throw him nothing easy. It's gone. Yeah,
and like you said, that speed, man. He was a 4.3 in high school. Can you imagine that? 4.3 in the 40 in high school. That's like, phew. We were excited to run like a 4.42 or 4.43. He's running a 4.3 in high school. I'm like, whoa,
shoot!
Man, this guy is fast.
I remember it.
Oh, yeah,
man.
Yeah. But man, we gotta get you. I gotta get you. We gotta jump into some NBA Minute by Hennessy. We gotta get into it right now. I want to tell you a little bit about one of our favorite Houston Rockets, Matt Bullard. He was actually relieved of his duty from AT&T, and he's no longer going to be a color analyst. And he said he was shocked. He didn't even see it coming. We know Bill Rohrell retired. He after his successful career with the Rockets. But Matt Bullard was looking forward to moving on with the Rockets, and they said, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I think what the Rockets are doing is it's a whole new shift, because you had Craig Ackerman, who does the radio play-by-play. Now he's moving up to do the TV now. Yeah. So it's going to be him and Clyde on the call?
Yeah. Clyde still has his contract.
Yep. I mean –
But will they bring Calvin Murphy back?
You a legend like that. When you got you got a ring and you were the all-time 50 greatest player, they don't let you go like that. Yeah. No.
Will they bring Calvin Murphy back? Full-time color analyst.
I think Calvin is cool where he's at as a studio analyst. Like, he's really solid, really, really great at that role. Yeah. Although me as a child of the 90s and you have Bill and Calvin calling the games, I loved it to death. I think Craig is A1. Craig is an A1 broadcaster, so I look forward to seeing him finally get that full-time flourish.
Yeah, and he could definitely paint a picture on the radio, so I know it's going to be real good on television. I'm looking forward to see, what the Rockets are going to do next. But we had much success with Matt Bullard, who's definitely one of the back-to-back NBA champions here with the Houston Rockets, and we thank Matt for his what he brought to us, and hopefully he'll be able to catch on with another team. Speaking of somebody else that's out, Coach K at Duke. He says he wants to spend more time with his family. He's going to coach this season, and next year, Coach K say he is done. Most inherited coach to me, man, at Duke.
Look, man, it is not a good day for me because I am a Duke fan. Like, this may seem a little weird. Like, how you a LeBron fan and a Duke fan? Look, I grew up. Duke was running things. Grant Hill, then you get to Trajan Langdon, William Avery, Ed Elton Brand, that squad in 99, which I still believe is the best Coach K squad that never won. So I associate Coach K with greatness. Even Coach K, all-time A1 great college basketball game called Coach K basketball. Loved it. But I think with Coach K like stepping down, you just notice it's a change in the guard. Because heck, Roy Williams is retired at North Carolina. You still got Coach Cal in Kentucky, but this influx of new talent, new wave, and how people just transfer left and right. College basketball is in a weird spot where it's like they don't necessarily have like them juggernaut teams that you follow year after year because there's so much turnover.
Right. So you think about it you think about it in the transfer portal. They said this time they had over 1,000 players in it. 1,000.
Yeah.
Where are they going?
Shoot, all over the country. Plus, you also have those kids who are bypassing college altogether and playing for those G League select teams and getting 500 Gs. There's basically an internship, so to speak, before they get to the league. Yeah,
so we wish Coach K well. I've always been a North Carolina fan, so I used to love to see the Tar Heels give it to the Blue Devils. Yeah, I got to be the opposite of you, man. I'm U of H all day, but I had to, support North Carolina. That's after Michael Jordan left because, we were with the Cougars and we were trying to beat them. NBA Minute brought to you by Hennessy. The playoffs. Woo! Oh, show your jersey, first of all. Yeah, show your jersey. Lakers got sent home last night. As you see, Brandon washed his jersey, so everything is good. You can hang it up next year and let it roll. What happened with your Lakers, man? I know what you're going to say. I already know. Injuries. Come on, give it to me.
100%. 100%. Because if you look at it, the Lakers was rolling. Number one seed going in like they were 17-8. Their AD go down. Then LeBron twists his ankle. And they were never the same all the way through, even though they tried to plug in people in and make sure that things were smooth. Heck, they had to play a play-in game just to get to the 7th seed, AV. They had to do that. They had to jump through hurdles just to get there. So for people to think that they're going to go immediately like, oh, well, shoot, they in the playoffs now. Like, no, Phoenix was hungry. Phoenix last year basically won 8 straight and didn't even make the bubble. They didn't even make the playoffs in the bubble. But this year, they got Chris Paul. They still had a whole bunch of young talent like Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, and now look at them.
Don't go past Booker. 47 last night. If you want to know how to
22 to start the game, look.
Listen, if you want to know how to close out a series, if you want to know how to close a series, 47 points will close a series. Devin Booker. Now we know Chris Paul has been hurt. You use injuries, as a escape. I mean, as a reason for the Lakers losing. 47 points from Devin Booker last night. Like you said, Phoenix is hungry. Do you think what happened to Schroeder? What happened to Drummond? What happened to Harold? We know Gasol showed up, but do you think the Lakers made too many moves that they should have brought Howard back, Rondo back, kind of kept the team from last year the same? Come on, man.
Considering what this matchup was, you got beat up inside. Right, DeAndre Ayton did his thing in the post. That he was literally like cherry picking. Like you throw it in the paint, he gonna dunk it, easy 2 points. To if he missed, get a rebound. So you're missing shooters. You're missing Danny Green. You're missing Rondo. Shockingly enough, I mean, you needed a straight up point guard. You thought you're gonna get that in Schroeder. Schroeder turned down $84 million. I don't even know you'll get $8. I don't know if you'll get $8.40.
That's probably all he need after this series.
Shoot, I mean, he threw away money. Harold was pretty much, you can't play him because what is Chris Paul really good at? Pick and roll.
Pick and roll.
So you can't, and Harold is terrible at it in terms of defending it. So again, it's a wrap. I still think, considering, even though James is in the East, if I want to make a prediction, because I don't know if I'm coming back, I think it's going to be Brooklyn versus Phoenix in the finals.
Yeah, and that would be a nice series. That would be a nice series. And as Ty says, one of the things that disturbed me was when we look at the playoffs, we're seeing a lot of former Houston Rockets all across this league. Did we trade Chris Paul too early? I say yes. I think the Russell Westbrook experiment was bad. We were a hamstring pull away from going to the NBA Finals. We were. Since we talking injuries.
Yeah, that's the one. That, like, you know how they said in Coming to America, that's they one. That's they one. A torn hamstring. Yeah, absolutely. Because Chris Paul, Game 7, if he's there, you don't go over 27. You have something to at least stop all that up. But
especially with the mid-range jumper, he was definitely going to do it. So, I'm
congratulations last night. Ask about me.
Ask about me because he's the real deal. Congratulations to Phoenix, the Lakers. We'll see you guys next year Hopefully, the Nuggets down.
Cancun.
Yeah, the Nuggets down the Portland Trailblazers, which we all agreed that, hey, we knew Denver was pretty much going to get past Portland in that series.
Yeah.
Of course,
Dame got to run from that grind. Dame got to run from the grind. I understand being solid and being loyal to the soil, but bruh, you go up and put 55 on somebody on some 70, 90 splits and hit 12 threes and you still lose. I didn't lose. Y'all lost.
Y'all lost. And this is every year. We've seen like the same thing with the Clippers. We're seeing the guys, you put a collection of good guys together, so we thought. And then when we get in the playoffs, we sizzle out. So I'm like you, it's time for Dame to move on. It's time for Dame to find a new spot, man, because I wouldn't be mad if he came here because you're not going to win in Portland. You need to do like Clyde Drexler did and come to H-Town and win you a championship. Now, the Atlanta Hawks, the Hawks talk noise. I thought New York would at least make it to the second round. But, man, when Clint Capella says we're going to go to New York and show them how we shut it down, he really meant that. They closed out the Knicks. Were you surprised by that, man, that series?
No, not at all, because the Knicks overachieved all regular season. You know this. I know this. By the way, that's my dog trying to give his 2 cents as well. So the Knicks overachieved this season. Trae Young, after Nate McMillan became head coach, essentially elevated his game. And you saw what happened in the playoffs.
Yes,
they lost that one game and said, all right, we'll see y'all in the A. And what happened? 3 straight shellackers got broke.
Yeah. I mean, I like Atlanta, man. I think that they were able to go in there and, like you said, sweep New York basically 4-1. To me, you really didn't show up. The 76ers, they were able to move on as well as the Jazz, and everybody kind of figured the Jazz were going to do their thing. But with the 76ers, Joel Embiid, man, he's got a cartilage tear in his knee. And I'm thinking at this rate that Philadelphia really had a chance with Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, to really make it to the finals. But right now, I'm just not sold, man.
JoJo Hurt basically says, yes, you can beat Atlanta. Can you beat Brooklyn or can you beat Milwaukee with JoJo limping? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. And that dude, initially, had he not got hurt early in the season, he was MVP.
Yeah.
So I think the wild thing is that basically, I think if JoJo remains hurt, then basically your real Eastern Conference Finals is Brooklyn, Milwaukee in the second round.
Yep. And who you got? I'm going with Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn's going.
I got the dude that steps on Lucky, the Celtics mascot at half court. I got the dude who came off an Achilles tear and is averaging more points than anybody in the playoffs.
One of the coldest shooters in the game.
And I got a dude who more than likely is going to be Finals MVP because he's going to take all the stress off Katie and Kyrie. So I got the Nets winning that series, 100%.
Yeah, it's going to be all right. But, my man.
Oh, we got one more. We got one more series.
Yeah, my man. Derek has been on here. You see him. He throwing his comments in. He can't wait. He came on. Look at there you go. Mavericks need to close out the Clippers tonight because if they don't, Derek, it's over. They're going to lose if they go to Game 7.
He's right, man.
They got to close out tonight, man.
Look, man, I understand, Laker haters, LeBron haters had all the fun in the world laughing last night. If you let the Clippers lose tonight, it washes away all of it. It washes away all the upset I had in my spirit last night because, again, everybody healthy with the Clippers. Yeah, everybody healthy.
But they're the Clippers, man. The Clippers are gonna clip. They always cut the season off.
Clip game don't bang.
The Clippers are gonna do what. That's why I told Derek, don't get too excited, man. Don't get super excited about the Mavs in this round because the next round.
Let him get excited.
No, the next round.
You wanna know why we need Derek excited,
man?
Here's why we need Derek excited. The Mavericks, as an organization, have not won a single thing in 10 years.
Thank God. I'm
Luka Doncic has played all his playoff games against the Clippers and has basically showed them boys up every single time. That boy is cold. Like, I hate it that the Rockets going to have to deal with him until Dallas. Dallas is let him go. But
no, it would be wise. Wouldn't be wise.
Nah.
Yeah,
man. So
he said it. So
that's league for you, man.
So do you have Dallas closing out tonight?
I hope and pray. I need the laughs, AV. I need the laughs. I need the joy.
Yeah. If they don't win it tonight, if Dallas doesn't win tonight, Brando is over for Dallas.
Like, well,
I'm saying that now.
Here's the thing, though, AV. Home team has not won once in this series yet.
I know. That's just me hating on Dallas, Brando. I already know. But I'm just saying, Derek, if y'all don't close it out tonight, karma, bad luck, the Clippers are going to get over on the top of you. I'm praying for that. Mm-hmm. That's your NBA Minute, brought to you by Hennessy. Never stop, never settle. And be sure to go to myhoustonmagic.com and register for your chance for your father to get this Hennessy swag that we got going on for Father's Day. Just want you to tell us how your father never settles and has made an impact to your life. And you can go to myhoustonmagic.com and, of course, Box Houston as well, and share with us some kind words about your daddy. You know, fathers, Brandon, I can get into a speech about how awesome dads are, because fathers are a blessing. They are heavenly sent. Yes,
father figures, baby. Father
figures are a blessing. You know, you could get something for your father that goes beyond. He has a chance to get up to $1,000 in gift cards.
Gift card.
For your daddy. Say something nice about your daddy.
I miss my daddy. That's how I'm going to say it.
That's the NBA Minute, brought to you by Hennessy. Stop. Never settle. Listen, Manziel, yes, happy Father's Day. Manziel said he made a living in college by selling his autograph. He made at least $30,000 before he won the Heisman. So, you know, just in case the NCAA wanted to come back and punish him for that season, $30,000 at least for his autograph. I thought he could have got more.
Well, here's the thing. Was this before or after the Alabama game?
Well, you know, after that Alabama game.
Because after the Alabama game, that's when it came worth a little something.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm thinking this is while he was in college. So this is after that, before, because I'm sure nobody really wanted the autograph before the Alabama game. And once they went down to Tuscaloosa and beat Alabama, it was over. His fame and his success went. So we thought was going to take him into the league and do something major. So I'm thinking, man, you probably could have made more than that, but you know, don't be selling stuff in college because that's illegal.
I don't know, AV. They got the new name, image, and likeness. Now he was ahead of the game, of course.
Yeah,
and got a little bit of a tuition, so to speak, if you will. But no, I think the smart thing about it was, it's like, look, I am big man on campus. I'm the most famous person on your campus that don't have a name on a building.
Right.
So therefore, why not?
Yeah. And the great question tonight is, which college player's autograph would you pay for? I would have paid for Ricky Williams with the Longhorns, or Vincent Young. I'd have did Vincent Young. I ain't gonna lie to you. VY had me hyped through the roof, man. All right.
Look, you go Texas. I'm gonna go 2 Florida cats. I'm gonna go Deion Sanders, circa 1989.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm gonna go Peter Ward, circa 99.
Man, listen, I was a big Peter Ward fan. FSU, baby. All the way. You know, they had that swag. They had that swag back in the 90s, baby. They were rolling. So I definitely would do that. I was trying to think of who else. Man. Oof. Who else on
Andre
Ware? Yeah, Andre Johnson at the U, because the U had it. Warren Sapp. You know, the U was on another level as well. Michael Irvin.
But you gotta think deeper. Think deeper.
Yeah. Who you got?
You got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's autograph in 1991.
Oh, but listen though, I don't know, because come on, Dwayne was. I mean, the position he was playing on the lines, wasn't the real. You weren't thinking, let me go get Dwayne's autograph, man. He was not. It was not a sexy position,
thing, though. How it's worth more than everybody else's now.
Yeah, today it is. Yeah, but back then, when Miami was rolling, nobody was thinking about Dwayne back then. Yeah, that's what I said. Ty Vince Young was mine, definitely. You know, Vince Young, because we saw Vince play at Madison here in Houston, so we saw him and we were expecting, of course, great things for him. And then when he won the national championship with Texas, I was like, I definitely would get him. Yeah. So man, Manziel, I wonder if you think his autograph is it worth? Can I get 30,000? I can. Okay.
I get five. I get 5 G's for it.
I'm gonna leave that alone. Go to some baseball. The Astros wrapped up their series with the Red Sox. They were able to win 3 out of 4. And like I said, it's a long season right now with our Astros. But I'm excited that the Astros were able to have a good home stand, and they were able to beat one of our arch nemesis, the Boston Red Sox, and looking pretty good. We got Framber Valdez back, and he's actually came back. They thought he was going to be out for the season, but he was able to come back and shut down the Red Sox in Game 3 of this 4-game series. So I'm liking the Astros. I know the back end of that bullpen, we had a lot of trouble, but I'm thinking as we get some of our starters to come back, we'll be able to push some of these starters now, these young guys, into the bullpen to help us. Because the back end of it right now, Brando, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm nervous.
You see my face? You see my face?
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
As Dusty said, if you get your starters to go 7-8, you don't have to worry too much. But just getting to go 7-8 is an issue. But I mean, I'm not concerned about the Astros. Like you get the bullpen, you get the arms going. I mean, the bats were pretty much the best offense in baseball already as we go now. So you get the arms going, it's a wrap. Like you can bring on October. Like I am thoroughly excited because again, this core is still this core, and Jordan's coming back. Pretty much, Kyle Tucker's been almost on an MVP level. Yeah, in terms of how he's hitting Yuli, everybody. So I'm more than excited. Yeah, more than excited. We got our hitters back. Everybody's back for the most part. And so, like you said, when you got Correa, when you got Altuve, who's been just lead off hitting home runs this year, because we had to replace what Springer brought, and I think that the Astros with Altuve leading off. That's really good for our team, and I'm looking forward to it. With Bregman, Correa, Altuve, just the lineup in a whole with what we're getting from Tucker, I think, like you said, in the long run, we're going to be okay. And just before we get ready to wrap up, we got to talk some Texans, because it wouldn't be an overtime sports show if I don't bring up the Texans. As you can see, I got the Texans behind me. We're wrapping up week 2 of OTAs. Tyrod Taylor, we don't have a puncher's chance. We don't have a fighter's chance. Listen, I just want the first round draft pick. I'm not gonna lie to you. Go 1-15. Go 1-15. I want this entire Texas season to be out of sight, out of mind. Like, do what you want with Deshaun. I say, make sure whatever your young guns you got, make sure they coached up. Blah, blah, blah. David Culley's in a bad spot anyway. I don't know if they're going to trade Watson because he's still going to be on the commissioner's exempt list, and they still haven't necessarily mediated what phone case is about. So
it won't happen this year.
Look, I'm like Ass Madden. Sim to end the season with the Texans. They ain't even started yet. Sim to end the season.
No. Yeah, he's not going anywhere right now because we got to get value for him. And Tyrod Taylor says he's excited about the season. I'm like, listen, Tyrod, I love you, bro. You just gonna play until Mills is ready. Then they're gonna shoot Mills out here to see what they got in Mills. And then if Mills is not good and we're in top 5 pick next year, we can go back and draft another quarterback and start this thing over. I'm so disappointed because I thought. I've been crying for weeks now that we were at that Kansas City game. We were up 24-0. We were right there. We were on our way coming back to H-Town to play for the AFC Championship. And then it seems like the bottom. Yeah, Henry, man, the Texas without Watson, wash.
All I hope for Tyrod is I don't hope the medical staff stab him in the chest like they did in San Diego last year.
Yeah, no, he won't get that here. The best in the business. Brando, you my man, 50 grand. I appreciate you hanging out with me today.
Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure. Even though you didn't get on me too hard about this Lakers loss, I understand.
I did.
Sometimes I can't come to the overtime sports show to get my mental health in order. I need to decompress. I need to understand what's going on. But I appreciate you, my brother, and we're gonna keep on rocking.
All right, man, we're going to keep rocking. How can they keep up with you, Brando? They want to follow you. You know you're a social media genius, baby. You're a wizard with it. Let them know how they can keep up with you, Brando.
You're hilarious. You can find me on Instagram at BrandoC. You can find me on Twitter at _BrandoC. And you can find me on all the websites as the online editor. So,
literally.
Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, keep up with me, Faith and Fame with AV. Shout out to our boy Carl Crawford. They wouldn't stop ringing his phone, but congratulations on a new baseball field being named after him at his high school. Congratulations to you, Carl Crawford. We'll definitely get him back on the show so we can talk to him some more and celebrate our brother in H-Town. For the Overtime Sports Show for G-Man, I'm AV for Brando. You guys have a good Friday evening. Go Texans, Rockets, and Astros.
Go Cool!